We need some like death metal or something to get our blood pumping. All right, guys. Good morning here from the West Coast. It is not sunny, so I will not be saying sunny Los Angeles, but gray, foggy, depressing, post-Navi era Los Angeles.
Jesus.
But Alliance is still alive.
Yeah.
We got Alliance taking on Team Moriarty.
You're struggling a lot with that name.
Am I struggling too much with that name?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's interesting.
It shouldn't be that hard, I feel like, but well. Then a lot of things shouldn't be that hard, but apparently are for me. But yeah, so we're going to follow like the bottom half here of the brackets, and I think for the most part for Europe, ODPixel Shiver will be bringing you guys the top. So the main other contenders in this side are Unchained, Waga's team,
Elements, and I think London Esports also has a shot.
Okay,
I think those teams.
Yeah, so we can like quickly look at the bracket because the draft's just starting here. So yeah, this is the Europe bracket right now, round of 16. You got to get to the 2 qualified, so you got to win your half of the bracket basically. So let's see. The other half has IGX. That's the QO stack.
Yep.
Let's see. Who is... I don't know who No Bounty Hunter Pecan is.
We watched a bit of No Bounty Hunter yesterday. That was the team with Arise and Akim.
The Arise stack. Right.
Yeah, and Team Pecan is pretty much the old Penta with 1 or 2 players replaced. It's RMN, 9, I think Skeeter, Boogie, +1, I believe. Elements and Unchained.
So left 1 TV is the Waga stack, right? I think so.
Oh wait, Elements and Unchained. Did we just say that they're in the top half?
That's the top half. I mean, we can still check it out because depending on what Shiver.
In the bottom half, we have Alliance as the clear favorite, and then the other ones that have a chance, in my opinion, are Left 1 TV and London Esports. I don't think anyone else in that half realistically gets out of this.
Okay.
But
no one survives.
Can always get surprises, but we're going to reach best of 3s after this game, and at that point.
Oh, this is still BO1, the round of 16.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the last BO1 round.
All right, so shit could still get funky here.
It can. Moriarty is the kind of team that can beat Alliance in a best of 1 for sure, but they should not be favored at least, and Alliance grab one of their best picks, or rather one of both teams' best picks. I believe Moriarty really loved their Brewmaster, so it looks like Alliance have done their homework here, and just choose to overall first pick it. Very rare this patch, actually, to see this, but...
Yeah, but you know, as you were, if you get to like the late game brew, as you were talking about yesterday, it's pretty ridiculous. But you can't really draft him expecting that, I suppose.
Brewmaster got changed a lot by the introduction of talents because he used to be one of those heroes that was really tempo reliant. Like you go mid game and you want to win in the mid game because if you go too late, your brewlings are just super bad, just get killed by any carry.
Yeah, like any right click carry would just own them.
But now they have the 1500 HP talent on 20. And on 25, you have this cooldown talent that's absolutely absurd. That gives your ulti 15 seconds down.
Especially with the eggs as well. Like, you're just...
Yeah, I feel like almost nobody buys that anymore, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't he have it yesterday? I thought he did.
He might have.
I thought that was like the standard build. What is the build now?
It's pretty rare, actually. So, we're really getting our voices warmed up here, I think, but we'll get there. Most Brewmasters go for the Aura build, where you go like Dagger, and then...
AC Vlads.
And then after that, there's a couple of different options. Sometimes we see BKB, so you just play out your BKB first before you split.
Okay.
Sometimes we see something like maybe a Shiva, or... I'm just having a look at the items to get a bit inspired, because it's not really... Brewmaster Radiance build is really popular, of course. The Radiance that is active on your Earth Brew, the whole split.
Okay. Oh, Radiance build. Really?
Yeah, that's pretty popular. The thing about Ags is what it does now to Brew is that the Earth one gets the clap, the Storm one gets the Drunken Haze, and the Fire one gets the crit. That's it.
By the way, people are telling us they want to see the Misery stack.
That is top half.
That's top half.
Yes.
What is their name on here? It's not Blinkpool. Oh, 5 Dogs.
Oh, they're called 5 Dogs in there?
Helsinki Reds.
Yeah, I think that's a really one-sided game.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think that one should get that interesting. I think Misery stack is clearly favored, but after that game, it will get interesting up there.
Yeah, guys, just feel free to let us know if there's a game going on that you do want to see. We'll stick with this one, I think, at least for now. But we do plan to hop around quite a bit, so if things get slow.
So this is a really weird opening to this draft, actually. The first pick, Brew, is strange. Then Axe Skywrath is a classic 1-2 for the second pick team to go for. It's a very strong aggressive dual lane with a lot of pressure. You got Battle Hunger and Arcane Bolt. And
the silence seems like it should be great against the Brew.
Yes, absolutely. I think this opening from Moriarty is very normal, but the one from Alliance is very unusual. First of all, the way you generally solve this Axe Skywrath problem is by picking a hero like Warlock, so you just sustain in the lane with heals against this single target harass they have. But Alliance go for the Lycan, who they love to play. He's good with Brewmaster. They have synergy together, but the laning stage for Lycan in this game I don't think is that nice. Like, you're playing into Axe, first of all in the lane, and second of all the whole game. Axe
Are you trying to dodge
counter.
That matchup? Like with the is Lycan mid a thing now?
It is.
Yeah.
They might just put the Lycan mid and get another hero from Mickey in the safe. I'm pretty sure Koiku will be playing Lycan every time they get it. Because I think, so one of Lycan's strengths is his ability to self-sustain, but I just think this is too much. Like, there's a limit to how much you can sustain with Lycan. A Skywrath X, I think, is that limit, or above the limit. If they had a Warlock in this slot and then they went Lycan second phase, I think they could have managed. But obviously, Moriarty know what to do here. They banned the Warlock. Wondering if Alliance will go for something like a Dazzle route as an alternative. That's another sustain. Great heal targets in both Lycan, Wolves, and in the Brewmaster split. I actually think it will be a really good pick this game. The only problem is Grave against Axe, but yeah. I think you can play around this and focus on the other spells of Dazzle if it's good enough. I don't think Dazzle is necessarily a bad pick against Axe in general. Also, in the lane, Axe has very low armor, and the Shadow Wave hits.
It goes both ways,
hard.
right? Because
yes.
like the Axe gets owned by the heal bomb. He's usually in the middle of the creep wave. So.
Exactly. Nature's Prophet. So this is probably a support, I think, from Moriarty. Since they already have their Axe, I don't think it's going to be off lane.
We saw the mid Prophet for, was it Koikfa?
Yeah.
It was Koikfa yesterday.
I just think there's a very few select players that play that, and nothing comes to mind with Moriarty as of their core players playing this as a mid. I could be surprised, but I would imagine it's a position 5.
Okay.
We'll see.
So Alliance, probably looking for some like lane control here, right? These two are not the strongest against the Axe so far. They'll get the Naga.
It's
Axe is feeling like he's gonna have a fun game now. 3 melee heroes. You've got the illusions, the Lycan summons.
He can definitely
on
spin.
paper, it's a good spin game.
I think Naga is actually a decent hero against X from a mid-game perspective, just because it's a hard reset when you get Blink called on the chorus. You can song straight away, and then
save your teammate.
Basically save your core that was getting jumped and blown up by X Sky. But you need to be really fast, because even if when the call is running, if you song, the guy who's attacking the X, I think, is still taunted, even though they get invulnerable. And there's Skywrath ulti that's going to be running. So
and the X will still spin.
He won't spin because they can't attack him, but I think the
yeah.
taunt stays. I'm actually not sure about this.
So they'll still be disabled, I guess.
That's what I would think.
Gotcha. Oh, do you mean like it gets paused until after the song?
No, the duration runs out, but
right.
you can't hit the X, but I think you're still just going to look at him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It's like if X Blink calls someone and X gets Yuled, you're still locked down until
that I
duration
remember
ends.
seeing before.
So I think the song should work the same way.
Even back in my day, that was the thing.
Because both of them are invulnerability, right?
Right.
So it should work the same way. Disruptor into Leshrac.
Oh, sorry, we don't have game sound, guys. Let me fix that for you. Try and do something right today.
So they have Naga Disruptor combo, which is obviously really popular right now and has been popular on and off for the last months.
We saw the Ags Disruptor comeback yesterday, which
yesterday.
Probably shouldn't have happened.
It
to sell all your items for an extra.
Yeah, it's crazy that worked. I think this, in isolation, this makes sense, like the Naga Disruptor pairing, but I don't really like the way Alliance's lineup is rounded out right now. The immediate synergy, the only hero that has synergy with Song is Disruptor. The other heroes really don't. They're transformation-based heroes, both of them, so very cooldown reliant. This Alliance lineup is actually super cooldown reliant, where the Moriarty lineup is very fast. They have low cooldowns across the entire board. Obviously, Leshrac, one of his biggest strengths as a hero is that he's always online. He's ready to fight all the time unless he's out of mana or health. And you look across the other heroes, Skywrath Mage ulti, very low cooldown. Furin ulti is like 75 seconds nowadays, I think, or even less. Maybe it's 60, actually. Axe low cooldown.
So this is like an endless battle type team.
Yeah, and I think that's the way you want to go against this Alliance team as well, is you want to pressure them, and when their cooldowns are unavailable, you keep running at them and forcing them. This Alliance line was actually very weak when they have cooldowns, so...
So they're going to go back for the Ember Spirit here.
Yeah.
There is some control. Most of the NPs we've seen are going for the Orchid, although if it's a support, maybe he won't be farming that. He's got the Skyra Silence, the Call, so it's like decent control for the Ember.
Alliance have 3 melee cores and 4 melee heroes.
4 melee heroes and illusions and summons against an Axe.
And the last
and
pick for Moriarty can choose to go to any lane. They can put a mid pick now and put Lesh safe lane. And I was thinking they would do exactly this. This is something that's really popular right now. It's getting Monkey King against melee cores. And
so you sound like Sin, like you're liking this Moriarty. Oh, see how smoothly I did that? I'm learning. I'm learning English. This is great.
I don't think that's an English word, though, is it?
No.
Not it anyway.
But I'm saying it in like a very American way. So.
Oh, you didn't twist your tongue that time, so that's an improvement.
That's. I have high standards.
Yeah, I kind of like this Moriarty lineup with what they're facing. To me, the Alliance lineup is not fully in sync with itself. They might still, you know, obviously the better team will generally win, even if they have a weaker draft, unless it's a lot weaker. But Moriarty is the kind of team that can definitely pull upsets, and I think they have the tools they need. Monkey King has 3 extremely good lane matchups. There's actually nowhere he can go where he's going to be awful. He should be favored against all 3 heroes. They have extremely strong lane harassers in Skywrath Mage and Axe, and even the Nature's Prophet support is also really strong in lane. And Alliance have they have like no pain relief. There's no heals. There's no really good sustain except Lycan on himself when he gets like level 3 or 5 with the Feral Impulse. So you gotta say, I think this laning stage for Alliance is gonna get pretty rough actually. If this were 2 evenly matched teams on paper, I would favor Radiant. I still think realistically, Alliance will likely win this game by being the better team, but this one, I think this is going to be a really interesting game, actually. I was telling you maybe we should watch another game because I think Alliance will...
But now you're second-guessing that.
I'm second-guessing it because I really like the look of this Radiant draft right now. So I think this game could be a lot closer than what I expected it to be just on paper going in.
Okay.
So
let's stay here for now. Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely, let's stay here. I want to see this game. I want to see if they... the main thing I want to see out of Moriarty is that they play really aggressively in their lanes and the game in general. Like, play around the fact that Alliance have the long cooldowns and take advantage of the fact that you absolutely have better lanes. Like, their lanes are so much stronger, in my opinion. Is this a core Lesh? I think it is. He has 6... No, he's a support. He has 6 tangos. So it's a core Furion, actually. No,
so when you pick, like, support...
Wait, what?
So wait, who's Skyrath core?
Who's the support?
Skyrath has a Blightstone.
They have 2 Blightstones, so they should be in 2 different lanes, the Sky and the Nature's Prophet.
Surely the Lesh has to be a carry, right?
Yeah,
he hasn't spent his gold
6 tangos then?
Huh. Yeah, because he's probably mid, right?
Generally mid.
Normally you want like the bottle earlier.
You want a null and 2 pooled tangos, right?
Okay.
Or yep.
Do you still get a bottle on like an immobile mid like Lesh, or does it not really?
You always start with null.
Okay.
You absolutely need the damage. The players now are so good at last hitting that a hero like Lesh has got 43 damage. You're not getting CS in this lane without a null. You need the extra damage. But I think he might go safe lane, actually, and they put Monkey mid. I think that's what they're doing, and because of that, he wants the 6 tangos for safe
So it'll
lane.
be Monkey against Ember mid, or
Probably.
are they going to try to dodge that with the Ember?
Well, what are Alliance going to put there instead? Maybe the Brew? I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, who's going to lane against this Axe? That's kind of the problem, right?
I think Alliance...
No one's going to enjoy that.
They're at a serious risk of losing all 3 lanes, on paper, at least. So.
And if it starts to go bad, the NP can just start, you know, being that +1 in any lane, so... That's kind of an X factor Alliance have to worry about here.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sind. It's BO1, you know, getting outdrafted, or at least feeling like you might be outdrafted in the laning stage. It's a tenuous position.
Yeah, I think from Alliance's perspective, they might be thinking about it in a bit more of a positive way than I am. They probably feel like we got a lot of our good picks. We got a lot of the heroes we're very comfortable on, and this is a type of strategy we've played multiple times and won. So they probably feel fairly confident that even with a lost laning stage, they can still win the game just by knowing their heroes and their timings well. But yeah, like I said, if this is against a formidable opponent, this game would be, in my opinion, really, really rough. But we'll let the lanes play out and see how it goes. The main thing I'm curious about with Alliance is actually how they put their supports, because that's going to be telling of what they think is most important for their success in the game and where they think the pressure from Moriarty is going to come. So
I just want to say, this is not important, but I'm having a great time right now. This is entertaining.
you like the
I would pay for this game. Just driving around as a little mole rat, digging a tunnel.
the Monkey King mischief is so
Yeah.
it's so
This
random.
is a cool skin that it shows, I guess.
Do you feel like it's a good thing that he gets 380 move speed by turning into the courier? Like that he actually gets faster?
He does?
Yeah, look at his move speed.
Oh my god.
When you transform into anything else, you have 100 move speed, and when you transform into the courier, you have 380.
And
that's
that's
the courier's move speed.
Is that random? Which one you get, or?
I think it's random, but the chance is higher if you cast it next to the courier or something. I'm not sure. I'm not really a Monkey King player,
Okay.
and I don't
Okay,
really use
so
mischief.
that's a
for-
next level strat then. Makes your creep block easier.
Yeah, it's really good for. Yeah, now he just went out of the form, so
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he's
Maybe it doesn't.
maybe he's feeling it better without that. I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
How do you say that name? I'm just gonna call him Khan.
yeah, Khan. I think generally it's Khan MVP. I don't know why he's called Khan MPPV. I think it's Khan MVP.
Sounds like a porn
let's-
studio or something.
Yeah. Let's just call him Khan.
Let's just call him Khan. All right, so they're gonna give him a little help here to Mickey mid, and that leaves Quakefa as the guy who drew the really short stick.
Khan.
Oh. All right.
Okay, that was
What happened?
questionable.
I was like, all right, he's not gonna have a great lane. I went to go, check something else, and he dies.
Yeah, he had Monkey King. They just ran at him with Thunderstrike and Flame Guard and just hit him 10 times, and he fought back trying to proc Jingu on the Ember, and he died when he got 3 hits off only. And the Jingu wouldn't have saved him anyway. Like Monkey is
How bad should I feel that I missed that kill, Sind?
not very bad. There's
Should I
no
go
way
ba-
he-
should
there's
I
no
go
way
back
he
to
should
Overwatch?
die. There's no way he should die. There's absolutely no way.
All right. Well, now there's 3 mid, so maybe now he should die.
Yeah. So Alliance are definitely targeting this lane. They've chosen to put their Lycan solo safe lane against Axe Skywrath. That is going to be really horrible for Koikva, but he'll get what he can. And the Brewmaster will be playing against Leshrac. That should also be a Lesh favored lane. So still 2 lanes favoring the Radiant. And the Monkey King. This level 1 death it's not that big from an experience point of view, but Mickey got the kill. So
Oh,
got
he
a lot
might
of
die
gold.
again.
Yeah,
In fact, it looks like he is going to die again.
oh, that was close. That Boundless might have actually kept him alive. It would have hit both heroes and healed him a lot, but good kills for Alliance.
Koikfa so far, just the creep's getting cut a bit, not having the easiest time, but seems like he's getting his levels for the most part so far.
Khan is waiting in base to TP out in 15 seconds. I think in that time you can almost run to the lane. Because he has TP on cooldown.
Yeah, now it's down to 5, so I guess he's committed to that wait.
Well, this was really important for Alliance, actually, to do this in mid, because they know the matchup is very Monkey favored, and that they need to help their Ember, and they got what they came for with the Disruptor. I'm very surprised the Radiant didn't, at least assist him a little bit when they saw the Disruptor go mid. They could have matched the numbers, or he just has to play a lot safer than what he did. This lane is now Ember favored, I think. He's level 3 and has a 1k net worth lead on the Monkey at minute 2. That very few heroes can overcome that kind of a disadvantage.
Seems quite avoidable. I mean, even the second death, it felt like he could have just been playing safer there too.
Absolutely. It doesn't feel very good to play safe in lane as Monkey King, but you just got to realize, well, if the enemy team is investing 2 or 3 heroes to deny you a bit in mid,
We should be making it.
we're
up
winning in the
elsewhere,
other
yeah.
lanes.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Koikva getting bullied pretty badly, and the kinetic field not quite able to keep him at bay. Blake is just having a ball of a time up top.
Good lane for Axe. It's extremely good.
Especially with the free start he had. I mean, what can you really do to stop him? They're probably going to have to bring, I guess, 1 or 2 heroes up there later if they won't even try to pressure him.
I think their plan is, okay, we give Ember the perfect start. We need to suffer until Ember's level 6, and then he will make a move, which is going to bring our Lycan back into the game.
Okay. And then Lycan can catch up pretty quickly.
Yeah. Lycan is not one of the worst heroes at playing from behind. It's actually fairly decent with how much you can do with just a level 6 and a Helm of the Dominator.
What is is that the Lycan build now? Helm of the Dominator?
Dom every game. It's
Okay.
extremely powerful on this hero.
Is Necro Book still not an item?
That is the second item most
Oh,
of
that
the
is the second
Yeah.
item. Okay.
You generally see Dom into Necro and then BKB. Some
'Cause
Lycans skip boots entirely.
The Necro Book 1 got buffed a lot, right? It's a lot
Yes.
stronger now than it used to be.
Yeah, the books are a lot better.
Okay.
I think even book 3 is better than it used to be a year ago. I'm not completely sure on that, but
Do they still give a ton of gold when
they do.
they die? Okay.
And the 2 abilities, they have the... Oh, wait, mid lane.
Glint's back, and
Is it
Khan is not feeling good right now. Death number 3 for him.
They really need to give him a nighttime lane ward here. With how much pressure that's being put on his lane, that's the #1 priority for the Radiant. Because everything else is going great. Look at the gold. Like, it's just the Ember that has a game for Alliance right now.
Can they get a kill here on Taiga? No, good hold there by Mickey with the chains. So he'll get back to safety. You talked about how Lycan can come back. Is Monkey King a comeback hero?
Not really in the same vein, but just because of how relatively good his lane will still be, I don't think he's really favored anymore, like I said, but he will at least be able to farm. And a lot of the time when we talk about comeback, we're talking about a hero being completely sacked in lane. Like, Khan still has 20 CS minute 5, so it's not like... It's not super awful compared to... How much does Lycan have right now? 10 CS. So... He definitely has more coming back to do than the Monkey does. I generally want to play ahead with Monkey, though. Another kill for Mickey. He's dominating. Rotates over for the bounty runes. Together with Taiga, they find the Furion trying to go for one. Yeah, they get both.
BOT is already being queued up here, and looks like they are going to make a move on Insania top. Let's see the Disruptor getting out of this one.
Actually, there's... Wait, they got 3 runes? Yeah, the Radiant got 3 runes, so the Furion died for a rune. That's actually worth it, I think.
3 bounties.
Yeah. He died for the one he got, where he got killed by the Ember plus Naga, but that's such a low value kill, and the bounty rune's like, how much gold is it? 375 or something? The first one isn't that much, I think. It's like 300. It's a relatively even trade at least, so shouldn't feel too bad about that one. And look at the gold. Moriarty. 1k gold ahead minute 6 after being trashed in mid. They're still winning the other lanes.
It's arguably like a 600 gold swing, right? Because you're also denying it to the other team.
Yes. So yeah.
In that sense, it probably is worth
it's
the
worth
1
the
hero
death.
death.
It's worth a support death. I would generally say until minute and including minute 10, I think dying for 1 bounty with a support is worth it unless you really farm, but not with a core.
Lesh caught out bottom lane. Glimpse back. Clap.
Oh, that's a really bad stun. That was not even close. Well, he had to just try for it. He was going to die either way. Axe top, putting a lot of pressure on Qualifiers. See, this is a level 6 Axe against a level 4 Lycan, man. This is bad. If he gets 1 more spin, the call will do the job. Can't really connect. They canceled the first TP, and now Insania is coming in.
I mean, it's like, who wants to come here? Because you could easily just give up a second kill.
They really could. Does he have Glimpse? He actually does. Oh, God.
This might be a double kill for the Axe. He's going to get the move speed from the chop. He's got the mangoes. He's got...
He just needs 1 spin. He got juked. Oh, that's got.
Where's the RNG?
That is really bad RNG, actually. If he gets 1 spin there, he kills them both, because he gets the move speed from killing the Lycan.
Watch, he's going to spin like 5 times now while the tower and heroes are hitting him.
Why is he not spinning?
No, what? Did he disable it? He turned off his counter helix.
No, the tower still works on that, right? I think so.
Well, he was also getting hit by Disruptor during that time, so...
I don't know.
I don't know if the towers cause him to spin.
In my memory, it does.
It says when attacked. It doesn't...
Yeah. I think it should work on every single incoming attack from any source, honestly. So...
It's okay. He's priming the spin so that...
So he can kill the creep wave.
Does it use pseudo RNG now? Or
it does,
true RNG? Okay.
It's PRNG. Okay. There's like almost no true RNG left in Dota. It's very few abilities that have it.
So what you're telling me is the qualifiers are rigged?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to double check that.
Oh,
they're going to try to make a move on this Axe.
Kill. There's no way they kill him without split.
The Brew Split is available. He thinks about a dunk. Reinforcement's coming in, though, but nice Cyclone. It's going to take a while to bring down Blink.
Should be using his sticks here.
Yeah, sticks up. Just not getting enough spins, really.
Look how hard that kill was. Those 4 heroes.
Even that.
20 seconds.
They might get Immortal Faith as well. Yeah, Clap will finish him up.
Getting 2 kills there makes that worth it for Alliance. I think if they only get the Furion or only get the Axe, that rotation is really expensive. They bring 4 heroes, they use Primal Split, and in the meantime, Leshrac is pushing the bottom tower. I don't really feel like they should feel too happy about that.
Oh, the slash. It's just a feeding frenzy bottom lane.
Oh, good stun.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Close call.
That was close. He could have probably got away. No, never mind those glimpses. So he had to try for that one. That would have been really big if he gets that kill. But Mickey again. Putting the team on his back right now.
BOTs are coming soon. That is going to make the NP very, I guess, likely to die as he gets glimpsed back here.
Okay.
So, tried to make a play, but yeah, hasn't been able to get a whole lot done so far in the Nature's Prophet. Got the 1 bounty, 2 deaths.
Yeah. The main thing I'm looking for the Radiant to really solve this game is the Axe Dagger, and then the Nature's Prophet and Skywrath need their 6s. When they start getting levels on the supports, their killing power is actually so insane with Axe. And similar to how the Dire have invested a lot into this Ember, the Radiant have invested quite a lot into Axe, right? They gave him the perfect lane. They played with him with Skywrath for a long time in a lane that he was already favored in, so he didn't even need that much help, but they gave it to him.
So he basically has to pop off.
He does.
Yeah.
I really think he does.
Monkey King is kind of nerfed. The Lesh has been dying, so
yeah.
If he doesn't, who's going to?
It really feels like a game where Alliance got out of this laning stage much better than they should have, and it's still a really even game with that happening. So
imagine if they had had a better start in the lanes. This could be really snowballing.
This could have been. There could
be like a 4K gold lead.
There could have been something as extreme as that for the Radiant if mid went well too.
Yeah.
It could have been really, really bad. But generally, you don't win all 3 lanes. Like, it's hard. Alliance are investing their resources, in my opinion, pretty well by targeting mid like they did. I'm not sure if... Like I said, I don't think Khan should have died these 3 times, maybe once, and just let his other lanes win. Because he ultimately, going for these CS or going for the trades that he did, basically just gave Alliance more than they came for. He can't die level 1 to these 2 heroes, ever. Disruptor Ember doesn't kill Monkey, unless you fight back.
Yeah, so I see a lot of you have kind of trickled in since the start of the game, guys. Do let us know if there's another game you want to check out that Owen and Shiva are not already casting. Happy to swap around if a game is decided or boring. But I think for now, this one, pretty back and forth. We'll stick with it as long as the pauses aren't too bad.
I like this move that Alliance are making right now. Or actually, never mind, I don't actually like it that much. I thought they were going to go for the smoke with Disruptor Naga with the purpose of getting bounty runes and trying to take a fight there, but they're actually really far away from the runes. And realistically, they're not really connecting with anything unless they dive mid, and that might be what they're planning here onto Khan. If he has backup this time, though, that can backfire really bad. He's starting to be relatively tanky. He has Treads, Wand, and Aquila now on the Monkey, so about 1100 health. If he switches to Strength Treads, he has a bit more, actually.
Monkey King is really good armor.
Good armor, and if he gets his ulti
total.
off, he's not gonna die, I think, with any help. Any help nearby. And you see Moriarty are definitely planning to make their own bounty rune play here. They're in the top area, covering that with 2 to 3 heroes. Alliance are probably expecting to get bottom for free, so they're actually not even at the runes. But
well, that is the good thing for Alliance, right? If they win a fight, they have the Lycan to just mow the tower down.
yeah. He can definitely do that with the Dom coming up. He will have Dom in 5 gold, so Qualifiers actually running back to the secret shop to get his Dom, get the bounty rune, and then go from there. This is a late Dom, though. Minute 10 for Lycan is very late. If you have a free lane, you have it like minute 5. So consider his GPM basically half of what it could be in a good game. You look across the net worth chart, and it pretty much is pretty accurate, right? You look at the other heroes, and then he's about half the GPM of Ember right now. Who is, of course, 5-0 with 60 CS, which is very, very high.
Questionable at the best.
I thought I had forgotten to mute the other stream for a second.
That
went swimmingly.
That went swimmingly. That went swimmingly.
The hero lines are actually really nice. I like that from Dota Plus.
I want more animal noises.
Yeah, well, okay. To each their own, I guess.
Just take me to the zoo. Let's go.
Not quite sure where... Oh, he's disconnected on Monkey. Okay. I thought he came back.
Wow, look at the manners. Keeping the game paused.
Just you wait. If all 5 DC, you gotta unpause.
Straight down.
Gotta go
I mean, that's why they pick Lycan. I had to be prepared for that eventuality.
The DC strat.
The DC. Midas Gaming lost right in the 3rd place decider. Did they survive in day 1? No, I'm curious. I gotta check. Because they were the ones who...
I think they did.
They were the ones who unpaused, right? It was Is it Midas Gaming?
Midas Club?
Sorry, Midas Club. They are still alive. They play TLC forever.
That sounds like a long time to play for.
Which one is Fears? The Fear Swindle? Oh, Gira de Venganza.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No idea.
I'm assuming Venganza has something to do with vengeance. Is that accurate?
That sounds about right.
Or am I just showing my Western English bias?
I would definitely think that's vengeance. That would be my guess, too.
We don't have a producer here. Oh, you're stuck with just me and Sin, so I can't really write what matches are live. You'll have to go to Pimp Muckle for that. Vengeance Tour. Oh, their team naming's Vengeance Tour. That's great. Oh,
That's pretty good.
there's got to be a little salt on that team.
Well, let's hope Monkey comes back.
Revenge Tour. Okay. All right, restart.
Why are they taking revenge on SA? Like, what has SA done to Kyle?
If they really want a revenge, shouldn't they be in NA?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds more like hoping for an easy route to TI.
Hoping for a route to TI so we can take revenge there.
Yes, delayed revenge. It's best served Colts, and that's
the real revenge tour would be playing against Complexity and EG, which is in the NA qualifier.
And making sure they don't get to TI and ruin their lives.
That's the revenge tour.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Can you? Did you watch any World Cup yesterday?
I did not.
Okay.
I don't really watch much football.
You're not a football guy. Doesn't that mean like they revoke your EU citizenship?
I don't know. Actually, I probably
is that part of this? You know, here we have to know like American history if you take the citizenship, but I assume in Europe like you have to pass a soccer knowledge test or something.
Unpopular opinion is I think football is one of the most boring sports to watch. Actually, I
actually agree.
I think
it's usually very boring.
European football, I mean. American football, I think, could be very entertaining sometimes, but I just, like, the design of the game is not very appealing to me. I think it's very drawn out. I think it's so much, like, sometimes you have a 90-minute game with 0 goals, like, nothing actually, no points scored. Some games, like, it's natural in different sports. Like, sometimes games are more or less interesting for whatever reason, but just the design of the game, I think, is very built around.
You can have these long periods of no scoring.
Yeah, no real progress in the game.
Passing, dribbling, nothing
and
really happening.
I just think it's because I'm a filthy casual, you know. I haven't played football really myself, so I can't appreciate good plays that don't lead to any outcome.
Right.
If you're a football
so you
player
would like
yourself,
you would like basketball then, because there's pretty much always scoring.
Yeah, something like that. Handball, I think, is entertaining to watch. American football, I think, you know, it has a lot of pauses, but you're progressing towards something. It feels like every play matters because you're getting somewhere. And in football, a lot of the time, the plays don't end up really mattering that much. So that's just my feeling about that.
It's like that Linkin Park song.
I felt like there was a...
In the end,
I felt like I had
don't even matter.
good comparison to... oh, it's like, yeah. So I think my feeling about football is what a lot of... let's say you're not very competitive in Dota. You haven't played it that much. Sometimes I can really enjoy watching a game where there's no kills because the teams are playing well, they're making good moves, they're like map controlling, and I can enjoy a really well-played split push game with no kills. And some people think it's super boring.
Yeah.
And I guess I have the same feeling with football where there can be great plays that don't lead to goals. And people are like, wow, this is a great game, but nobody's scoring. I'm just like, score a goal already. You know?
But you're acknowledging that's because you're a filthy casual.
Yeah.
And you just don't
appreciate
the finer points of the game.
Yeah. Probably that's why. So
Gotcha.
I think that's a big part. And I think a big part of why people enjoy sports is that they played them as a kid, you know? Like it was a part of growing up. I played tennis. I played badminton. So I enjoy watching those sports more as well.
You'd probably be good at badminton. You've got some reach.
Yeah, I didn't when I was a kid, though. I was a little kid.
Here's the Wukong's command bottom.
We're talking about sports, David. This is more important.
Oh, that was the blink reveal, too.
Oh, yeah, he didn't get him there. Oh, they brought a lot of heroes,
Did not time that correctly.
Yeah, that ain't good. That was a 4-man rotation. And
hey,
all
they got the Centaur.
Got Dom Creep.
200 gold.
Half a kill.
That's a lot of gold.
It is. It's a pretty big reward nowadays to kill the Dom Creep, but they're not happy with that rotation for sure. They used like you said, the blink reveal. They used Monkey ulti and did not even get a kill. They forced the shapeshift. It's not bad. It's a very long cooldown, so it's one of the ones we talked about that are very good to force, but definitely wanted to get the kill there for sure.
Yeah, it's now Alliance can kind of split push elsewhere, try to dodge the fights, it seems like, for the time being. They're closing in on the Brew Blink. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yule's coming next for Mickey. The Disruptor has his ulti. Lycan just, I guess, working towards the Necro book, so seems like for the most part, Alliance are still progressing towards their own timings.
Oh, there's the call mid.
All right, but
Song,
you mentioned this to counterplay it. Where do they go now? They've also called out the Nature's Prophet, Static Storm, and they're going to make the move on to Blink.
Oh, they used Split for that.
They commit everything, but Mickey's dangerously low.
Oh, he's dead.
He is dead.
Oh my god, the axe is so tanky. That's a great hero against Brewmaster when the Brewlings are just hitting into him. I don't consider this a win for Alliance unless they get a third kill.
Committed a lot here. Now Monkey King can potentially turn it around, pouncing in onto Boxy. Do they chase
Taiga's
him,
dead
though?
too,
He's
I think.
pretty tanky. And, yeah, on the other side of the fight, Illusionist will finish off the Naga. Still pursuing this.
He has no
Brewmaster, no blink, has the gold for it.
Oh, nice quell. Cut the monkey down. 4-second stun, but... Oh, he quells another tree. Ah, he's going to die here. Eventually. Oh, nice.
Assuming they get this kill, no neutral deny shenanigans.
I actually thought he was
That's
getting denied there.
that's a feels like a wand fight for Moriarty.
Ah, absolutely. That was really good for them. Alliance committed 3 ultimates there. They used Brew Split, Disruptor ulti, as well as the Naga Song, and they lost the fight 2-3.
They're really not good at killing Axe.
They
Especially
are not
right
good
now.
at killing. Absolutely not.
They have an army of summons, you know, the brew aspects, a bunch of melee heroes, and they're getting
Disruptor's dead.
punished for it. Leshrac starting to get involved.
Trying on Axe again. It's not happening, boys. Give it up. Do something else on the map.
Angry Disco Pony coming at you.
It's interesting as well.
Oh, they're going to die for
Oh.
this. So they find Taiga. Do they get that Dom creep? Do they get... Oh, Blink Call?
Dunk it to establish dominance. Oh, I guess that's not worth the 75-second cooldown.
Yeah, it doesn't refresh, right?
Not on creeps. So, it's surprising when you think about how this draft went down, right? This Axe was a first phase pick, and they've just picked so much into it. I think this is such a good Axe game, and it's surprising when you get it that early that you don't get like 1 or 2 cores that are good against it, like ranged carry or, you know, some sort of better magic damage than what they have. Brewmaster as the offlaner was already picked, of course. So he's dead.
They just
Blown up.
slaughtered him.
Yeah.
He did manage to buy the Blink, so at least we'll have that for future engagements, but...
That's important for sure.
Still kind of a scary brew game, even if you blink in, if like the Skywrath is ready for you, gets off the instant silence.
Top lane Taiga has been surrounded by treants. There's death on the Naga. Good call here. They will be getting the dunk. That was pretty much perfect.
Mickey in position to counter initiate. He barely finishes off Mortal Faith, but he could be in trouble in his own right. Gets called, pulled back in. Now the Wukong's command, and it will be a death for Mickey. A double kill for Blink.
He actually, he was fortunate there in the first place. He dodged the Boundless by being inside Sleight of Fist, and I don't think he even saw Khan coming, so very fortunate there to dodge that. And then I think he was just a bit too greedy with his second Remnant. He could have thrown another Remnant and jumped in behind his tower, but he thought he could run away from the Axe. Got called and got killed. This is not looking good for Alliance, man. They just dropped the ball a lot in the last 2 minutes.
Look at the change in the net worth of the cores. It's just been
from
dead even, which dead even was basically, I think you said, like a win for Alliance to be even, and not the case any longer. Is they'll try to make a move on the Leshrac, but Insania gets just roasted up by the Pulse Nova. He'll go down.
Yes, Yules.
Even the Brew Split committed for this. What do they get more? They can try to make the go on Illusionist. TP coming in as Mickey also joins the fray. That's a cool combo. TPing to the Brew aspects. Now the Boulder Toss. Follow up on the Axe. Mortal Faith is there. Nice Sprout keeping his teammate alive. Clap. This guy's a raid boss. Are they sure they want to go on him? Suddenly turns around. Mystic Flare coming through. The Lycan's got to turn tail and run away. God, they're committing so much on the Axe.
I don't think I've seen this extreme of an Axe in a long time. Just matchup-wise,
Reminds
it's kind
me
of
of
funny to watch.
I'm trying to remember who was it.
Taiga's dead.
Jonas and Fun. It's like feels like one of those old Jonas and Fun Axe games. But the
nice
Lesh
jump
taking
in.
some big damage here.
They got the Axe finally. Lesh will be trading though, but Yule's on cooldown, so he can't get rid of this Ember, and Alliance are getting some good trade-offs right now.
They're going in one by one here.
Nice glimpse.
Keeping the Monkey King out of the fray, and Immortal Faith going to drop as well. Now Illusionist could be next. Big comeback fight for Alliance. They'll get, I think that was 5 kills. I believe there was a buyback in there.
Was there?
I thought I saw one.
Yeah,
on the
Sky
Skywrath,
buyback.
so that's a dieback for him.
The Naga effectively kited the Skywrath for like a good 30 seconds, that fight. At this... Oh, hang on. Mid lane. Khan gonna get ensnared. He does not have Boundless.
Glimpse back towards the tower. The tower's also going to get denied, I believe. That's really painful.
Speaking of dropping the ball, there you go. Goes the other way.
Maybe not. Treants to the rescue.
That's pretty nice, actually. He got some gold there.
Still, big swing back the Alliance direction.
Absolutely.
Instantly, that 4K gold lead is gone.
Now, new big item on Axe. He has the Blade Mail, so I consider Axe one of the better cores to have against Ember. If you aren't really quick on your fingers to react to a blink call, Ember has a tendency of just... He's a pretty squishy hero. and will deal a decent amount of damage to himself with the Blade Mail. So Blink Blade Mail call with Skywrath ulti will kill any of the Radiant heroes right now, and they gotta still be aware that the threat is there. Oh, sorry, yeah, Dire heroes, yeah. I mean, technically, he could also kill his teammates if you were if you were able to. Any of those will die too.
Yes.
Including himself.
No one can withstand the axe. All right.
I think that was one of the modes in... Wasn't there Friendly Fire as one of the modes in Mutation mode recently?
Oh, really?
So. Yeah, that was some sort of Friendly Fire they were playing around with. Oh, Mickey could be dying here in mid.
Big commitment onto Immortal Fate. This should be the
Use your Blade Mail, dude.
Prophet. They do have other heroes in the neighborhood. Monkey King looking to go. He really wants to pounce in. The whole team is kind of parading that direction, rotating in with Illusionist. He gets caught out, though, by the net.
Oh, they missed the Boundless.
The Boundless
completely.
whips.
That wasn't even close.
They're still bringing the axe in, but now they can kind of kite him and back away if they would like.
He can dagger out of this if he wants to.
Or he can dagger into this if he wants to, which apparently is the call for Blink. Static Storm there, though, catching out the Lesh. Nice Yules to dodge away from it. He takes heavy physical damage here. The stun comes out. Good connection, but not enough control for all these melee heroes. The axe is just being kited. They can't really seem to get the initiation.
Oh, nice Quell again from Boxy on the Monkey King here.
Stunning him, keeping him out of play, but finally connects on the Boundless. Blink dunks and it rims out, still getting the kill on Boxy in the end, but it will be at the cost of his own life. Mickey jumping back in. Can they slay the Khan now?
Looks possible, at least. Insane out of mana, however. Mickey, no change yet. Oh, he will get this kill.
Sloppy fight, Sind.
Yeah, this is a high-pressure game. There's so much on the line for these teams at the chance of getting to the regionals, and it's a best of one, so you don't want to mess up too much, but they're definitely not on the same page here. The Monkey King, I think, messing up royally there by completely missing the first Boundless strike. It took them so long to get in position for the Wukong's command, and ultimately they kind of just ended up wasting Axe in that fight. Like, he jumped in aggressively, he blinked, all he caught was creeps on the first blink call, and on the second blink call he caught 2 creeps. So 0 heroes being connected on. And this was a fight that I think they should have actually even won, because they killed the Ember mid and he was out for 45, and then they were connecting down. And Alliance chose to take the fight with their strongest hero out of the field. And still they end up coming out on top of that somehow. But that was really scrappy.
So a lot has changed during my absence from Dota. Lycan doesn't just like sneak into Roche and take him early now, huh? He just got a DD rune. He's still not trying for it. They buffed a lot of stuff with Roche, right? Like, he's harder to kill now?
He's more health, he deals more damage, more armor. I think
the slam hits a lot harder, too,
Slam is stronger, absolutely. Okay. I think Lycan with a DD can still solo Roche minute 20, though.
I guess it's a bit risky with the axe. Here
comes
the initial fight. They get the Naga quickly. That's the kind of start that Moriarty is looking for, but not the follow-up of the axe getting shredded by an angry Lycan.
It just got flat out outnumbered here. This is a 5-man rotation from Alliance.
Too much damage now, heroes. It feels like.
Monkey's going to ulti now.
Wukong's command. He's on the ground. In comes the Mud Golem.
He actually died to a Mud Golem right now.
Hasted head full of steam, and Koikfa just waiting on the side. Mickey can control him here. Remnants forward into the Boundless. Won't matter. Another kill.
It's Dota.
Core after core just melting.
A lot of the time, Dota's a numbers game. They just got outnumbered. 5-on-3 fight the whole time. No TPs from Leshrek and Nature's Prophet. And now Lesh comes in with a TP and gets killed. Moriarty, sloppy stuff from them, to be honest. They even have the Nature's Prophet. He should definitely be able to connect to their moves. And it looked like they kind of read that this smoke was coming too. You saw they were waiting on the high ground. They got a great Boundless. They got a Blink Call on the Naga. If they have more heroes there, Alliance are in trouble. But they get away with it. They still lost 2 cores, I think, Alliance. Or no, they lost Naga and the Monkey. Or sorry, Brew. Yeah, Brew died to the Lesh coming in. So I guess he traded 1 for 1. Probably relatively happy with that, actually.
But that's the start you want to the fight, right? You just kill the Naga right away. There's no song, reset, counter initiation, and you expect the follow-up.
Ideally, you don't use Axe Call on Naga. It kind of feels bad because sure you get that kill, but Axe is your carry right now, and him landing Blink Call on a core is that much more impactful. The perfect fight for them is where they either get to Yule the Naga with Lesh or silence him with Skywrath while Axe jumps a core. That's the perfect fight.
Gotcha.
It's not easy to find, but if they can find that, they're going to win that fight for sure.
How are you liking the core Lesh this game?
I think it's just not really farmed enough to really show what the hero can do as a core. 7 deaths is a lot. And I like it as a pick in this game. I think they just haven't executed it well enough, and this hero can obviously struggle a lot playing from behind. Very fragile as a hero, so need to get him to his BKB. And Alliance are ramping up the pressure now. They're taking advantage of Lycan full-on recovering in the game.
You got to give Quakeful a lot of credit. He has not died despite laning against an Axe Skywrath dual lane by himself.
Oh, they found Khan again with the Quell. That's the third time Boxy calls him out of a tree. Very quick on that. And that's big. That is going to be the tier 2 tower. They can try for Roche or high ground if they want. It's a big hero out of play. Their wave is coming in now in mid as Nature's Prophet is kind of being killed off by Mickey here. I do believe he's hasted. Yeah, Bjorn's dead. Oh, did you see him? I didn't see him. Or? No, he's actually fine, huh? Even placed a Tinker Ward to cover himself up. With the Orchid, of course, is now the Nature's Prophet, but Mickey, courtesy of having a great game, already has the Yules, so it's not going to be too easy to use. But he can Orchid the Naga, of course, which, as we mentioned, can be really, really impactful. So tower trade of sorts here. Alliance will get tier 2 mid, they will get tier 2 bottom, and the Radiant only getting the tier 2 top. So good trade for Alliance once again. And you just gotta wonder, when are they looking toward Roche? Their lineup is so good at Roshing. They got Lycan, they got Brew Split, they got Song even if they get contested. Like, I think you should flat out just go there right now and make the Radiant come to you. You should feel favored in the fight at this point.
God, their wards are so good now.
Yeah, they have so good vision too. It's very telegraphed if the Radiant are coming to Roche to contest them. But maybe they're hoping to get a free pick first. Senio's thinking about a glimpse. He's looking for it, got him.
Reels one in, Static Storm's there, it's the Lesh. Catches him out, immediately deploying the split. Now the follow-up coming through, though, the Wukong's command deployed. In the midst of this fight is the Axe is controlled, Cycloned out of the fight. Blink just cannot seem to find a good lockdown here. He's just completely surrounded the whole time. They do manage to silence the Ember, but the follow-up is lacking. His Immortal Faith will also hit the deck. That's 2 down, 3 with the Lesh. He buys back to get into the fray again, but even the Naga rims out on the dunk attempt. Naga's going to get away to 2. Just completely out-executed Alliance. Clearly coming out on top again.
That was really nice from them.
At this point, it just feels like there's like a skill difference here, you know?
Yeah.
Every little play, Alliance is just doing better than Moriarty.
The biggest thing in that fight was that Blink got cycloned. If Boxy can manage to find a Cyclone on the Axe early on, I think the Radiant almost can't really win the fights. Lesh playing without BKB makes him very fragile. If he had a BKB that fight, it's a totally different story, I think, but he's still far away from it. Monkey King just not having a good game. He's flat out just not finding the fights he needs. He's 1 in 8. His lane went bad. The team fights were uncoordinated. And Monkey from behind, like, this is not good. Lesh now bottom. He's going to
quick TP out.
Oh, another Yule.
Yules is there. But counter gank is coming.
Oh, if they were...
The Orchid is online, but he's not in range.
If they were a bit quicker...
If Mickey stops for this wave, though,
yeah,
they might be able to get him with the Blink call. There's the Blink, the call follow, Blade Mail coming through, Lesh stun on top, and that should be the death. Will be the death of the Ember. That's a mega kill streak ended.
That's surprising. That's very greedy of him to stick around there. I actually thought the Radiant might be quicker on their thinking there, and the moment the aggressive Yule comes out, you can just TP in Fury and Orchid, because now there's no defensive Orchid available, but they end up getting rewarded regardless, and that's probably a kill they shouldn't have got. And it's a big one. It's the richest hero in the game. Killed by Axe.
Still haven't seen Alliance try for the Roche here.
Axe has BKB now, David. Now he can't get Cyclone anymore.
Okay.
100 gold to go.
Speaking of BKBs, Quakefoot also grabbed his level 18, so catching up very nicely.
He's going to be top net worth in the game in a moment because Ember died.
Are you surprised at the lack of Roche attempt?
Yes, I am very surprised. I think
I thought after that fight that they won near the Radiant base even, they could have gone for it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're being a bit cautious. Maybe they feel like it's a too high risk play, but like, what are you really going to be challenged by? The Blink call from Axe is what can mess you up, but you can position well with Naga and just save if they Blink call into the pit, and the Monkey ulti. But they've been doing a great job at just quelling the trees when Monkey jumps over, and if they have the vision around the pit, they should be easily able to do it. But for now, Alliance are opting to look for fights rather than the Roche. The Aegis would have been great for Ember this game, though. It's so good for him to have that item. It's not a great item on Lycan, but on Ember, Ember is a great Aegis.
Here, they're going to try for it now, it looks like. Okay, smoke up, everybody to the pit.
Oh, they're actually pinging it out here.
Can they get there in time?
Are they smoked?
Smoke.
They
Three
are.
heroes roaming in position to reveal is the Taiga Naga. But if they head to the south, maybe they can bypass him, slip around. Coming from the north side, meanwhile, is the Monkey King. He's got the Shadow Blade to try and get in position, but no, they were ready for this. They trap him out instantly. Static Storm, slaughter him, into the pit they go. The Aegis snatched by Mickey, the last hit to go the way of the Radiant. And now they're chewing up Mickey. No, he zips in and out. He comes back into the fight. He remnants forward. He will lose the Aegis, but round 2 coming soon to a theater near you. Out goes the Wukong's command. They try to duel in the pit. The brew split ending soon. Moriarty actually putting out some good damage in this fight, though they are losing the bodies now to a fallen. Soon to be 3 with the BKBs over. 9-0, 6-5 next. Con 2, and that leaves only Blink. The raid boss finished off. That makes a full team wipe in the end.
Yeah, that was Lesh's BKB and Axis BKB reveal in that fight, but they were just a little bit too late on getting in there. The Roche was low enough that Alliance could kill it with the Song, and Axe sitting in the BKB doing some good damage, obviously getting the Roche kill rather fortunately, but Alliance grabbed the Aegis quickly on Ember and just snowballed the fight out of control with that extra life. It's a very different fight if Ember doesn't have that Aegis. He would at least have had to buy it back.
They lost Monkey King again at the start of a fight. This time a Sentry, I think they were ready for the Shadow Blade, but
I don't
he's been
like
caught out every fight.
We haven't talked about this. I think this itemization on Monkey is flat out not good. I don't like this item build. I don't like Maelstrom and the Shadow Blade. I think in this game, when it's so teamfight oriented, you get an Echo Saber and you get a BKB, and then you just stand your ground and fight. But right now he's just getting controlled and getting killed. Honestly, just getting killed by spells. You know, the Ember and the Disruptor and Naga just cast all the spells on him and he dies. But the Brewmaster is controlling him if he wants to. BKB is the item against Brew as a hero in general. Right now it might just be too little too late. He's building toward it, but he's so far with 3,000 gold to go, and Alliance just took the Rex mid. And they're looking like a winning team in this game by now. They need to make a big mistake to
And this is a big win for them to get out of the BO1 chaos and into the safer BO3 climbs.
Especially considering how dangerous this game could have got. They should be very happy with being able to take this game this convincingly with, the laning stage. If it doesn't go decently for them, the game could have snowballed like we've mentioned before. And the fights haven't been that clean from the Radiant either. So Alliance grabbing a win here would definitely feel good. But they're going to have to draft better than this going forward. I don't think they're going to win the bracket if they... I don't really like this lineup too much.
Yeah, you can't just rely on outplaying your opponents as you get deeper.
Or rather, they could go through the opens like this, but in the regionals, this is not going to cut it, I think.
Right.
If they're obviously looking for first place, it's a qualifier with 1 slot. You win or there's no reward. So they need to sharpen their drafting a little bit, I think.
Oh, Khan's been caught out in the mid lane.
There's a Necro free, he's dead.
Yeah, they got the vision for him. The damage raining in. Crit from Boxy helps secure the kill.
It's going to be a second lane to Rax, probably. 1 minute on the sidelines. They can go bottom. They have
Feels
Bruce
like they're
Blitz
kind
on.
of just crumbling and disorganized at this point.
Yeah, they're falling apart for sure. I think the Monkey King feels really sad about this game. 1-11. Ouch. That is not a hero that goes 1-11. That's a hero that goes 1-7, and then you've lost. But they're still hanging on.
And then the rest of the deaths don't really count.
Well, they're trying to force Alliance back here with a bit of a split push from Lesh and Nature's Prophet. I think Ember will take care of this just fine on his own, and Alliance will be threatening bottom. So this is the right split from them. No glyph available for Alliance, but they don't need it. And the Radiant, do they have theirs? I don't think they do. Oh, nice blink. What? Oh, Glimpse. He got the BKB off. Koikva.
Son comes out here. Koikva will now run back in on the Axe. That is pretty bold maneuver, but I guess he's able to withstand the spin damage at this point. Axe slowly being worked down. Frustrating when you can't even kill them with a great initiation like that. Immortal Faith, next on the list, drops the gem. It's into Mickey's pockets. He'll scoop it up. Can he make it out? Insta buybacks, Nature's Prophet. Wukong's command is there. They do get the Ember Spirit kill.
Man,
but they had to invest a lot for that.
It's so interesting to see how some fundamental things for the Radiant team just... Oh, Glimpse. It's going to be fine for the time being. He will die.
Should be able to get out of... Oh, no, they still stunned him. They'll find another, and maybe the Brewmaster too. BKB from Boxy.
Need to keep hitting
no
him.
teleport, though. They could maybe chase this. Springing onto him, but nobody else wants to follow.
Nobody can. I think they can't reach.
NP could, I guess. But
That was like a frame-perfect Leshrac stun out of the Yules. It's funny to see how some fundamental things are they're just crumbling under, but that was like completely perfect, I think. Ember was not able to remnant out. I think it was the Lesh stun that hit before the Scarlet Sans, actually. You will always be able to jump out of Yules before Scarlet Sans because he has like a little bit of an animation. But the Lesh stun was just absolutely flawless from 9,065.
You gave him the full, no 9065. He gets the full proper
What a name.
call out there. You know you've done something when even Sind is
Even
giving
Sind.
you that level of respect.
Well, that fight
Beautiful.
does give Monkey King almost a BKB, actually, because he got the kill on Ember. That was a big bounty for him.
The Jinx. Just the Jinx
He needs to
hero.
jump out here. Oh, he's going to be fine. That's a shapeshift used. It's a level 3 shapeshift, though, so the cooldown, only like a 40-second downtime, roughly. 45. Mid lane, though.
Well, in theory, they've caught Blink here as Quakefoot brings in the whole parade, diving straight onto 9065, but Blink gets the call off, keeps his buddy in fighting shape, gets the Blade Mail now, too, but he just doesn't do enough with those spins any longer.
He has no buyback.
And he's out for 80.
That's a This is absolutely a second lane of Rax if Alliance just go for it. And they should be aware that there's no buyback on this axe. It's a fairly recent buyback he used. If they just bring up the chat, they'll see he doesn't have it. Shows in the log.
They can rotate
Oh,
towards
Mickey.
bottom. Seems
Mickey
like
finding
that
Immortal
is
Faith.
happening.
That is a kill.
Ooh.
Oh, he had a gem too. Whoops. Second lane is
That might be the game here.
Yeah.
2 heroes out for a minute.
Well, they can't get Megas. There's a tier 2 top, but they could try to go for the... They could go for the GG if they want to, honestly. I don't see what's stopping Alliance. They have Brewmaster split. They have Lycan Shapeshift, Wolves. He has an AC finished. Yeah, this game's over. Oh. This is one of those great examples of the better team won. That's basically what happened in this game. The short version of it. Better execution, better individual plays.
And they just have like that solid backbone that can kind of make up for weaknesses in the draft or even, you know, some bad moments earlier. They still had a good plan on how to get back in the game, and
The game's actually not ending yet.
not entirely
have
over. 2 HP on this
Counted our
tower.
chickens too quickly.
I don't think so.
There's some dead chickens right there.
Calm down, Sid.
Oh, great call.
But where's the damage?
I mean, from Axe, not from you to telling me to call down.
Got to make sure that I don't start getting a big head. You know, it's understandable. That puffed up American ego.
Calm down, Sind. Great call. Oh, they hold, but...
Yeah, coming from me, the irony is delicious.
Can taste it from all the way over here.
Oh,
1 full meter away. That's 3 feet, roughly.
3 freedom units is what you mean to say.
Naga may be dead here, but that is such a small price to pay for what they just got. They got 2 tier 4s, they got the full lane of Rax bottom, and the plan now for Alliance should just be regroup, get in position to go, get to Roshan, take the Roshan, end the game.
Well, the script's already been written, so I guess we should just find a new game to cast. There's nothing to see here, guys.
I'll have a look what else is going on, but it looks like most other games are starting to enter draft. Blink Pool versus Elements is definitely going to be one to watch. I believe that will be covered by OD Pixel though, but we'll have a look. Bottom lane, Ember.
Another catch here.
Yeah, he's dead on Furion.
Roasting that NP. Does get off a nice sprout, but McKay just keeps on remnanting
Oh,
forward.
nice clutch use. That was really fast.
Dodges away. Can he make it all the way back to safety? Khan getting off the slightly late BKB. Boundless coming through, but I think it missed there, right? Mickey still alive. They're just spending so much to try and kill this Ember. He jukes them out with ease. They even get the Illusionist kill. And I'll make it back to safety.
And Axe is going to die here.
That's another
That
3
is
deaths.
absolutely the end of the game if he dies now. Mickey just styled on them there. That was pretty much the perfectly played fight. He gets the Furion kill. He insta-Yules the Axe, who blinks on him, dodges that. Then he dodges the call after with a slide.
All right, can they kill him already? No, the throne's going to die first. Mickey doesn't even end up dying in the end. Oh, that's a little swag there.
Nice stuff from Mickey. It's very important this game that Mickey doesn't lose focus and that he performs, because they absolutely needed the Ember to snowball out of the early game advantage that they gave him, and he he got a lot of work done, and ultimately they got Koikva back in the game. He ends with 10-0. You know.
Yeah, he clearly had his Monster Energy drink before that match,
Yeah,
and it did the trick in those clutch
absolutely.
moments, kept him at peak performance.
Yeah. Well, good game from Alliance. They definitely showed themselves to be the better team here. Curious to see who they're going to go up against next. I think the options are... We actually might already know their matchup. Let me just see.
Someone says go to the LOTV game. Started an hour ago. Ooh, that could be interesting to check out.
Okay.
Well,
So
you can scout for something.